Alright, this is a unisteer. Unisteer for a G-body. Comes with your rack, your hoses, your mounting brackets, new sway bar links, hardware to mount this to your frame. These are your tie rods. This is your the steering linkage from here to your steering column. I pull the pulley because this setup is for a small block Chevy using the V-belts. But this car is an El Camino. But this car has a CFV or what is this? CVF. And I believe it's the same. Oh, you're not can't see. But I believe it's the same power steering pump. It's just without the reservoir. So I'm gonna pull the power steering pump. Just mock up the other one, see if that works, and then we worry about this pulley spacing once she's on. And this one has the UMI, the triangle front brace, and I think I might have to remove it, but I'm gonna have to remove it to install it. But we're gonna see if it still works with the new the rack in there. So this is not a how-to. This is just showing you guys the unisteer for G-bodies. So we're gonna just get into working and show you guys what I found, what was, what I had to remove, what had to move around. But if you have a V-belt small block 350, that kit will fit your small block 350 with the V-belt. But like this one has a new serpentine system, so we're gonna modify it to see if we can make it work. If not, this pump will go back in there and I'll make the remote reservoir. But I like those reservoirs way better, and I'm hoping you can see how it's clocked, that it's gonna work. The reservoir should be like around here, so I'm hoping it's gonna work, because that's like a C5 C6 Corvette pump. So I'll bring it back as we go. All right, we're bringing it back. We're under the car now, and the first thing I'm looking at is the sway bar links, because these has the UMI control arms, sway bar, and this triangle piece. But the sway bar links only has threaded top. So I'm gonna see if I can extend them. If not, I'm gonna have to get a new threaded rod that goes inside the that little tie rod end thingy. Looking at that rod link and see if I can get an extended rod, because I don't know if it has to go higher. That's why they sent in new tie rod links. So I don't know. And plus those parts of the instructions got deleted. I'll show you guys the instruction. They only show you how to take everything apart, but they don't show you how to put everything back together. And it goes mounted in the O box and the idler hose. So I guess it's gonna be somewhere in this area right here. So I'm gonna take off the triangle, take off the end links for the sway bars, and we're gonna see. We're just gonna come and mock it up, because I haven't taken the power steering pump off yet, and I want to do that before I run out of space where to move stuff. And I have to clock the fuel pump It has nothing to do with this, but I have to clock it because this AN fitting is hitting the block. So I'm gonna clock that first before anything else and take the triangle off. Alright, we were bringing it back. She's installed. It's only installed one side because we still gotta do that side because it comes with a special bearing to hold the steering shaft. But tie rods in, both of them in, they semi locked in. I still gotta torque them down. I didn't put the extenders on the sway bar links. It does not hit, and those arms are fully extended. So I'm just gonna still see that, but I still have to fix this control arm on this side because you can see where the shock is at is bent. So I'm gonna fix that later and extend those sway bar links. But for right now, I'm just gonna move on to the top. Power steering, got the reservoir on already. I swapped it out from the remote reservoir to the one with the reservoir on the pump. I lined all the pulleys, and that's it. So I'm gonna go to top side and lower the car down so I can finish the top side. But there you go, she's finished. On underneath, semi-finished you can say, but this is like the finished product. See, right, sway bar is a little bit too big, but this is a UMI sway bar, and over there it doesn't even touch. But it's not torqued down on that side. And you can see over here it has a bunch of clearance. Over here doesn't have no clearance. So I don't know if it's centered or I have to center it, but I gotta keep on reading the instructions because this block, this silver block right here, is so you can loosen it up, and I think you will center it down or it's already centered, but I gotta read the instructions on that if it's already centered. But I'll bring the top side in right now. Alright, this is a top view that's connected to the rack, but it's not one piece. It's bolted on right there. This is your rod joint that helps your Heim joints. The Heim joint, it helps the fucking U joints. Right now this is hitting because it's flexed a lot, not just a little bit. It flexed a lot and it hits this bolt. But this bolt, I still have to shim the whole front suspension, so I'm gonna shave it down, but it's still flexing a lot. Give them a little twist in it. You can see how it flex. Go ahead, all the way and all the way back. See how it flexes a lot. Bring it back to the center. You went too far. To the center. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, now too much. That was with the car in the air. Now we're gonna drop it. And you're gonna see the major flex. So I don't know how the actual pump is gonna help that flex. But like I said, this is gonna be probably shaved down probably to the nut, but it should not be flexing that much if it has a helper hand right there. Okay, start. Bring it back and center it. if I do this directly to the frame, like have it here on the frame and weld the nut to the frame and have that be able to come in and out. But how am I gonna lock it into place? You get me? But that's it for this video. On the other videos, we connect the power steering lines because the engine's still not ready to start, so even if I connect them, we can't even start it up. But I will shim the wheel, shave down the bolt, and see if it flexes more this way. I'm gonna have to put the rod more further up. But I think by doing the rod further up is creating more of a bind, because we had the rod further down. Unless we rotate, and we rotate it like coming this way up, and then it's gonna go this way. But we gotta figure that out. The thing, it was binding, but I phased all the U-joints together, and at the instructions it told me to face to 45 face this one. See how it's not lined up? This one is straight, and then you see the 45. That's how they want it on the instructions, because I guess they was having this problem. But I did what the instructions said, so I don't know. I just got to do a little bit more R&D, but the engine, like I said, the engine is not running. So once I get the engine running, we can do more R&D on the power steering. But meanwhile, I can align this. And that's about it for this video.